Hi, the next thing you want to do after you modify your theme or add a new theme is to add on some plugins that extend the functionality of the core WordPress installation. And I've got a list here of recommended plugins that you should use. And we're going to go through a couple of ways that you can install plugins on your new website. So the first thing we want to do is we want to navigate to that new website. The first and easiest way to install plugins is right through the dashboard. Click on plugins and then click on add new. And one of the plugins that we like, that we recommend, is Akismet. It's an anti-spam plugin that will really cut down on your comment spam. So type in that search term. So then you search plugins and you find it here. You have two options. One is details, which will tell you more about it, or you can just install now. Install now and click on OK. Then you activate the plugin, and then you go to settings, and there's one thing here that you need to do, and that is enter an API key. And if you don't have one, go through the steps. Just click on this link right here, go get your API key, come back and enter it. So I'm going to paste my API key in here, and it can be the same for every one of your sites. You can check these boxes. I never do. And then click update options. And now you're done. If you go back to the plugins dashboard, you'll find that there are two plugins here. This one, Hello Dolly, is a silly one. I always delete it. It does nothing for you. It adds no functionality. It's just kind of an example put in by the default WordPress installation. So click yes, delete these files. And now we have Akismet there. Let's go to our list of recommended plugins and choose All-in-One SEO Pack. This takes us to another way to go get a plugin. This takes us to wordpress.org, which houses all of the free plugins that are registered with wordpress.org. And the way you would do this one is you would click on this button right here that says download version 1.6.13.3 in this case. Click on that, save the file, navigate to the folder, and there it is. You can go back here, add new, upload, navigate to your desktop where that theme is in a zip file right here, and then click install now. Then activate, and it says it's almost ready. It must be configured. Go to the admin page, so let's go there. And then let's scroll down and just take a look. I enjoy this plugin and have made a donation. You could do that or not. Plugin status, enable. In the home title, and this is where it becomes really critical. These fields right here are the only ones that I use, are the only ones that I modify. I don't modify anything else in here. But it's important that you put in a home title. The title of your site is the most important aspect of your site from a from a search engine optimization standpoint. Your URL matters. It's nice to have keywords in there, but most importantly, your home title matters. So in my case, for this example, I'm going to type in the ultimate guide to WordPress. And then the home description is something descriptive. This is what's going to appear in search results on Google or Bing or Yahoo or any other search engine, right beneath your title. So for example, if we go to Google and we type in WordPress, right here is the title of the site, and this is the meta description of the site. This is the URL of the site. So this meta description is actually very important in getting people to read it and click through to your link. If this meta description doesn't make any sense, but this one down here does, even though it's ranked number 2, I may, as a search user or visitor, I may click on this link rather than this link because it sells me what I'm really trying to find. I hope that makes sense. Alright, so you would put something descriptive in here. Everything you want to know about WordPress configuration, installation, configuration, use, backing up, add-ons, etc. And then home keywords. Well, for this one, it would be WordPress. It would be guide to WordPress. And it would be ultimate guide to WordPress. And one more. I usually throw in 4 to 5. How to use WordPress. And that's what I'm going to put here. So when you're done, you scroll all the way down to the bottom and you click Update Options. You'll find that now the title is The Ultimate Guide to WordPress. This title is a little long, The Ultimate Guide to WordPress, How to Set Up and Use WordPress. That actually is pretty descriptive, but I actually like the shorter title better, The Ultimate Guide to WordPress. There really is no room for what does this cover? It's The Ultimate Guide to WordPress. So I would suggest that you keep it as simple as possible. So that's method number 2 for installing a plugin. So the third way to install a plugin, just like installing a theme, is to go to your file, go to your FTP client, log in, navigate to your plugin folder for your domain, which is always in WP content. There's plugins, and then just navigate to the folder, drag the folder over. Overwrite because I've already got the plugin installed, but if that plugin weren't installed, this window would not have popped up. You see that there's about 20 files left. Once that's done, we go back to our browser. We can refresh, make sure it's all good, and it looks good. Let's go take a look. A little slow loading for some reason, but that's okay. Also wanted to let you know that in this document, if you click any of these links, the link will take you to the page for that plugin in the wordpress.org directory, and this will tell you the reasons why you should be using these plugins. I won't go into all of the reasons, but I've found that these are really good plugins for a core WordPress website. For example, I'll just go through them real quick. Akismet is good for comment spam. All-in-one SEO pack optimizes your website for search engine optimization. CBNet Ping Optimizer limits the number of times you ping your update services, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But anytime you make an edit, the update services get pinged, and you can actually be banned from some of those update services, which is bad for your search engine results. Contact Form 7 is a great contact form, allowing people to get a hold of you without them having to know your email address. It's just a forms-based thing. Contextual related posts is awesome because at the bottom of every one of your posts, it finds relevant posts in your website that that kind of match or have similar content as this one, which helps your visitor to stay on your website longer and learn more stuff. Easy AdSense is great for AdSense, Google AdSense, putting those ads up. Go Codes is a great redirect script for affiliate links. Google Analyticator is a great way to easily install Google Analytics on your WordPress website. The sitemap generator generates a sitemap that's compliant with Google Webmaster Tools, Yahoo Site Explorer, and Bing Webmaster Tools. Google Cards is new. The jury's still out on this one, but basically it gives you a neat way for people to connect with you on Google, the new Google Plus. Permalinks move permanently. If you ever change your permalink structure, which we'll go over in a little bit, this plugin helps direct those old URLs to the new URLs. The DoFollow plugin just makes all your anytime somebody comments on your site, by default WordPress makes those comments no follow. This strips that out and makes them do follow, which means that more people will comment on your site. Sexy bookmarks is a great way to add a bunch of different ways to share through social media content on your site. The CAPTCHA for WordPress is one more way of reducing comment spam, especially by bots. It puts a little CAPTCHA form in there that robots have a hard time figuring out. The Facebook like button just puts a like button on your page. And WP Twin we'll talk about in a little bit, but it's an awesome premium, it's not free, WordPress plugin that allows you to clone your sites so that you can replicate your sites quickly. So this site that's taking us, an hour or two to create, we can do in 5 minutes. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Okay, in this video I'm going to show you the way to quickly install all of those recommended plugins that we've already talked about. You've got a PDF in your sales package that has basically just a listing of all the recommended plugins that we like to use, and I'm going to show you a really quick way to upload all of those via FTP to your website. Alright, so let's get cracking. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go find that list and then click on each one in turn, and then click the little download button that says download version x.x.x and save that, and go back and do this one at a time. Save it. You keep doing this till you're done. Okay. It really doesn't take as long as it seems. Alright, just keep doing this in turn. I'm going to pause this, get them all done, and then we're wrapping up our last two. Download that, click OK. And actually we're not going to do this one right now because it's not something you can download for free. It's something you actually have to go out and buy, download, and then install. But we've talked about that in another video. So now that we're done with that, we go find where all of our downloads were downloaded to. and mine are all here, so I'm going to put them all in a special folder. Alright, I'm going to put them right here, and then I'm going to fire up my FileZilla and get going, and navigate to my domain, and then find my plugins folder, and you'll see just one plugin's installed there right now. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to clean that up. And clean that up, I downloaded a couple of these more than once. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to unzip each one of these. So you can do this and extract here. You'll note that there's a folder down here, right? It's basically the extracted contents from this one down to this one. You can also select all of these and extract to here. And you notice how they all extracted into their own folder. Now, I don't know if these parentheses work, so I'll take that out. Alright, now we're ready to go. So we can select all of these, the extracted folders, move them here. The Akismet one is already there, so we can overwrite that. And this will take a little while. There's 500 plus files to upload. So I'll pause here. So as we're uploading files, you can see that we're down to around 200 files left. But I want to mention a few benefits of doing it this way. Number one, when you access these recommended plugins via this list right here, and you click on them, you're going to get the latest, most up-to-date version. That's benefit number one. Benefit number two is you can do this upload a lot faster than you can install each individual plugin one by one through the WordPress dashboard. This may seem like it's taking a long time, but it took less than a minute. So that's important, and it's not nearly as tedious. You saw the 3 steps. I think it was 3 steps. 3 steps. 1, access the page, make the download, save it, go get that download. It's right here. Put it where you want it, right here, and then extract it like this. And then the next step is to take all of these folders and just drag them into your plugins folder. That's it. That's a really nifty way to do this. You're always going to get the latest updates, the latest plugins. You're not going to have to worry about any of that kind of stuff, and it's just a lot less tedious. All right, that's it.